This little camera might not overheat, but I am. I first seen DJI Mavic drone and I was really impressed with its footage that it gave. And for such a small camera, I was more impressed with the little camera that was on it than I was the actual drone itself. I'm not saying it's the best camera I've ever seen, but a camera so small has no right to take footage so clear. So I knew DJI could make good cameras. And I said back then that if they ever took that little camera and put it on a little gimbal, it would be a fantastic device. And they did it. DJI Osmo Pocket. Does it work in the real world? It does. It does. I'm really impressed. DJI Osmo Pocket. I've had this for a little over a week. I wanted to get to know it before I did a review. I'm sure I could have got views like everyone else did quickly if I got it out, but I wouldn't have known what it really did well. So I just waited to give me a week and I'll give you a better review. Now, this video is already showing what every specification does. We're just going to talk about this quickly about for the actual real world things that I didn't get from watching other people's reviews. We have number one, the protector. It's actually good hard plastic, typical DJI quality. It locks it in. It's lined with a felt type stuff that you'd find like in a spectacle case. Very good. The unit itself, build quality, seems pretty good. Rubberized on the front, it's made out of metal, the gimbal. All in all, it's pretty impressive actually. It's a tiny little unit. Crazy. Okay, who's going to want to use this? Anyone that does YouTube style videos is going to love this. It's like an action camera but one more step forward. As in, it captures audio, it's got a little screen, a touch screen, the menus are usable, you can find your way around and it will fit in your pocket. What do I really like about this one is some of the features on it that it does with the for instance 4K, that's good. The 4K is really clean footage. The 1080, which I like the film, is surprisingly good, so that's another plus for this. With the features that it comes with, sometimes features don't work that good. On this they seem to work. The main ones is, say, your 4K 60, the footage looks good. The 120 frames per second slow-mo, I was quite impressed with that. I've seen a lot of the reviews, you know, it does a big cropping, yes it does, and that's standard even on a bigger camera. And there is a tiny drop in quality, yes, but not as much as I thought there was. I was really surprised that the slow-mo 1080 120 frames per second is very usable. Other things that it does that are worthy of mention, the moving time lapse. You can sort of just click a start point, click an end point, click it, go, set it for how many frames a second you want or how many seconds per frame and how long you want the duration to go for. I did one with frame every 3 seconds for 20 minutes and with a moving gimbal, not big, just to try it out. It was a really hot day, I was interested in temperature, it didn't overheat, didn't do anything wrong. And the quality of the time lapse is quite good. Got to be happy with that. Is there any downsides to it? I haven't really found too much wrong with it yet. It handles our heat here. That's always a concern. I use a Panasonic camera because I can't use Sony's here, they overheat. I shoot a lot of outdoor stuff. Today's 45 degrees or something like that, you know, that's under here anyway, 42 going by the temperature gauge. This works, it doesn't overheat. It's small, it's got a good little microphone. Now the microphone is, these are the features I wanted to just show you about. The microphone's later right in the front there, just above the buttons. Okay, it's a little hole mic, so like above a lot of things with that little style hole, it will it suffers from a bit of wind noise. I've tested it in a few spots. Okay, so there's actually a bit of wind out here today, and we're just doing a little test with the inbuilt microphone. I'm just shooting in 1080, all settings, preset, how it comes. So, same test again, but this way with the camera facing back at me, so the microphone is actually on me. And again, there's a bit of breeze around, not hearing it out, but see how the audio goes, all at factory settings. Minimal, it's not as bad as some other things, but there is wind noise there. I would try, and I probably will, one of those little pieces of fluff, I guess, and you stick over a sticky back. They make it specifically for a lot of point and shoot cameras, and that helps a lot, so that will be worth doing. You can connect your phone to it to get to the full memories, the menus. this little adapter on the front, it opens up, it gives you a bigger screen. If your eyes aren't great, this screen is really only good for framing. If your eyes aren't great, it might not even be good for framing. I'm used to pretty good quality screens and interfaces. This one's a little bit lacking. I can see it fine for framing my shots. I can see it fine for selecting what I want in the menus, but the screen is a little bit cumbersome to use. I haven't got big fingers either. It's just a little bit cumbersome to use. That aside, I'd much rather have it on there than no screen. You can get into most things you want just with this menu system. There are more, if you want to go into more higher frame rates, or you want to change 24p and things like that for the frame rate, you might actually have to plug your phone in it, and you can just set them, then you can actually take your phone away, and then that will hold that menu. But sort of as soon as you turn it off and turn it back on, if you change back to a preset like a 30 frames per second or 60, then you'll have to hook the phone to it again to actually make it. So it'd be nice if it did remember a bit better in the menu, but they could probably fix that in a software update. I guess I haven't got too much more about it to say. The footage quality is good. Audio is definitely usable. It's better than an action camera, so that's always a plus. Build quality is there, and battery life is, I've used it for a solid on and off with different types of footage and time lapse, probably about 2.5 hours, and the battery is at about, I think it's about 30 or 40%, so the battery life's good. 38% my battery's life at. I've done 20 minutes of 4K 60 recording. I've done time lapses with it. This is all sort of on a full charge I've done in the last couple of days. So battery life's good. Take some micro SD card in there. 64 gig, you need a good high speed one because it's going to record at 4K 60. That's probably going to be about 100 megabit second bit rate. Anyway, I'm not here to do all the specs. The real world, yeah, it does pretty good. Really impressed.